We're going to get started here, and we want to thank you for coming out to this important groundbreaking or shovel turning ceremony to kick off a great project for the city of Corpus Christi. So Swantner Drive is the project. When I was driving here, we just came from another meeting over there at the Del Mar Economic Development Center, and I know the area generally well. I live not too far from here. My son goes to Ray High School. But I said, okay, where's that Swantner Drive? As I was looking, and then I saw the beginning of it, and with all the potholes, I said, that's it right there, right? I didn't even have to look at the sign. But the good news is, why we're here today is to celebrate the beginning of redoing this road, street. And before I begin, let me tell you who I am. I'm Peter Zanoni, city manager for the city of Corpus Christi. And before we get too much into the program, it looks like everybody's in adherence, but we want to remind people we're still in the COVID pandemic, and we should be wearing face masks in a setting like this, even if you're outside. In fact, our health district recommends a layering approach, right? So just wearing a face mask alone, social distancing by 6 feet, keeping our hands clean, keeping them off our face, even when we do have a face mask, or even when we are social distancing, are all important things. Having good ventilation, keeping surfaces clean. That's about 6 interventions. When we add them all in and do them all concurrently, our chances for staying healthy are much greater. So we want to encourage people and remind everybody about that. This morning, I want to recognize some distinguished guests with us. Councilman Ben Molina, who's going to speak momentarily. This is his city council district, a strong advocate for District 2. For this project, and it was his asking that we're here today to really acknowledge and put this on the map, this important project. And then also joining us, Councilman Greg Smith, City Council District 4, and we're glad he's here as well. His grandparents grew up not too far from here, and so he knows the area well as well. We have engineering staff, our Department of Engineering, that'll help manage this project. We have Assistant Director Ratna, who's waving back there, does a great job. And then Assistant Director Brett Van Hazel in the front does a great job too for the city. We have Public Works here as well. Public Works does maintenance on our streets and manages our traffic signal systems and all the stuff that's in the right-of-way, the signs, the drainage. And so with us today is Sarah Munoz. There's Sarah. And then also Roland Mata is here as well, so our Assistant Public Works Director. Now J. Carroll Weber is the contractor, and who's here from J. Carroll? There we go, the guys in the back. Okay, and I'm sorry I don't know your names, but for the, go ahead.
Gary Kelly.
Okay, Gary Kelly.
Tony Fondola.
Tony? Okay, good. So the neighbors that are here, these guys are the ones that are doing the work, and when you're looking out your window, we'll be watching them as well, but also the city is your conduit to getting questions and telling us information as we move along. Also, the Lindale Neighborhood Association may be here. Is Lindale Neighborhood Association rep? No? Okay. Okay, you're part of the group, which is great. We always like neighborhood associations. Having strong communities starts at that neighborhood level, and a neighborhood association or homeowners association are important, and the city supports those through our planning department. So we're glad that you're on there, and we're glad you're making Corpus Christi a great place. So let me talk to you a little bit about this project. So Swantner Drive, from Indiana Avenue all the way to Texan Trail. This serves as a major corridor connecting the Lindale community from Louisiana to Texan Trail. And it's a great entryway to the high school over here. And when we look at our assets, including the high school that's just put millions of investment into it, the city putting millions into Staples out there, and phase 3 is coming to council soon. And so as you progress Staples towards City Hall, the next phase will be starting soon. What we see is a lot of investment, but what we see is a lot of need as well. And so this will complete a very important infrastructure investment upgrade in this immediate Lindale area. It's been 2 decades, 20 years since the city has really put any investment into Lindale, right? Do you guys believe that? Right, we can tell by looking at it. So this is a huge upgrade. It's a $7.1 million project, $7.1 million. And the voters approved this in the 2018 bond, so about, 3 years ago? So that's good. We want to get our bond projects executed quickly. That's a little bit of time, but it's not as bad as some of the other track records that we've been on. So as we continue to improve our staffing levels and hire good professionals, you're going to see our bond programs roll out much quicker, although this one's not too bad. So what will happen out here is a full reconstruction of the roadway. There'll be new pavement markings, new curbs and gutters, brand new sidewalks, ADA compliant ramps to the sidewalks, new driveways, approaches, and then signage as well, and improved lighting. Did we leave anything off? Anybody? No, right? This is a great project. It touches everything from curb to curb. Also, the project we put in Chamberlain and Glazebrook as well to improve those roads as we do the main Swantner Drive. So the project will take about 2 years to complete, and we hope one of the things we press on our contractors is to stay on time, on schedule, and staying within budget is also important, and we have no reason to believe that we won't stay within budget, so we're appreciative of that as well. I'm going to turn it over to Councilman Molina, but this was a bond program, and the voters have to vote on those. There's another bond program on the ballot for November 3rd, if you all haven't voted yet. And up front, we do have some of these informational brochures in Spanish and English. So they're up here on the front table. Pick one up if you haven't voted yet, and if you want to learn about the next bond program. This is a $75 million program with the majority of the money going towards streets, $61 million. Okay? So again, thank you for being here this morning. I'm going to turn it over to Councilman Ben Molina, who represents City Council District 2.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you all for being here. My name is Ben Molina, your council member for District 2. And before I get started, I really want to thank the city staff who have been involved with this project. I know that we get the notifications and emails, and you know, we see signage coming up. But behind that, you've got a whole group of people that are dedicated to this project. So city staff, thank you all so much for your diligence. And then to the neighbors here in Lindale, you have been patient for one thing, but you've been very kind and very helpful in helping to move this project forward. I'd like to give a special thanks to Miss Betty Rhodes for keeping me in line, and so every time that I call city staff, it's because Miss Betty's hollering at me. So thank you, Betty, for keeping us on target here. So I want to talk a little bit about the Lindale neighborhood. Yeah, Lindale neighborhood, I always brag about Lindale because the neighborhood here is very well organized, and I wish that a lot of more of the neighborhoods in the city have that type of communication that the Lindale neighborhood has. I think the city as a whole would be better off for it if we can do that. So I want to commend the Lindale neighbors on that. The Swantner Drive project is a Bond 2018 project, like Peter said, and we've worked really hard to make it happen. It's not the first project that we've started here. You know, just recently we completed the Ralston project, which is less than a mile from here, and you know, we had a lot of great feedback, a lot of community input on that project, and that really helped to pave the way for our future projects that we have in our residential neighborhoods. I'm also happy to announce that we have 5 upcoming projects here in District 2 in the Lindale neighborhood. The Bond 2018 South Staples Street project extends from Baldwin to Castores. That's a $6.6 million project, and it's expected to come to council for approval soon. And so that project will begin construction after the first of the year. So not only will we have Swantner going on, but we'll also have Staples over here occurring also at the same time. Additionally, we have Chamberlain from Swantner to Longview, which is scheduled for early next year. And then as part of Bond 2020, we have Alameda from Texan Trail to Chamberlain. So that's on the ballot, and I hope that you all will show up and vote in favor of that so that we can keep making these improvements to the Lindale neighborhood. And finally, two projects that I'm really excited about. We have Ponder Street, and we also have Texas Avenue, which are slated for residential street repair beginning in 2022. So that's something that we were able to put on schedule because of the Lindale neighbors reaching out and voicing their concerns. And so I'm really happy that we are able to get those on the schedule here in the next few years. So all these projects are vital to the safety and our quality of life here in Corpus Christi, and especially here in the Lindale neighborhood. So I look forward to seeing these projects kicking off, and I'm looking forward to these next projects that we have coming up. So thank you, Lindale neighborhood, for being here, for being proactive, and helping us to keep moving forward. So thank you all, and I'm going to give it back to Peter. Thank you.
Okay. Let me just take this mask off. We're almost to the conclusion for those that are bearing the heat, but let me just get my last page here. Here we go. Where's Miss Betty? There you are. Okay, Miss Betty. Thank you for keeping us honest and moving forward, right? Well, we're working as hard as we can, Miss Betty. So, Councilman Smith, did you want to say a few words? Councilman Smith? Let's get Councilman Smith just to say a few words. He wasn't on the script, but since he came all the way up here from the beach, let's give him.
Well, I didn't quite come up from the beach, but District 4 is just a golf shot away from here, so it's real important that we're making improvements. And we're doing so much now on there that we're going to see streets that you're driving on here in District 2. We've got a whole slate of similar type projects going. And this is part of this new city of Corpus Christi. We all know infrastructure, 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 streets, streets, streets. Well, now we are doing it. We've got 100 streets that are going to be replaced across this city. And Ben mentioned he didn't mention all of District 2. The District 2 list is much longer than that, like it is in every district. And here in Corpus Christi, I am so excited. We're going places now. This city is changing on there, and this is one part of it, just cleaning up. We've got Ocean Drive. All of us use Ocean Drive. In another year, you've got 100% new pavement. The only concern we're going to have on Ocean Drive is not how you fix your front end alignment, but keeping the speeders down, because it'll be completely done. Like we're seeing out here, Alameda, we all drove through those potholes for so many years with it. That's being done. And it takes a team. It's not one, it's the city council. I've worked with Ben on there. Ben is absolutely a great councilman. District 2, if it's a District 2 issue, he's ready there. But my family came to Corpus Christi in 1845, and we've seen its ups and downs. We're on a big up right now. I'm excited to be a part of the team that's doing this. I'm excited to be a Corpus Christian. I'm proud to be a Corpus Christian. We've got an absolutely great city, and we're going places with it. City Manager Zanoni, the staff, Ben, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. We're glad you're here today. Okay, so at this time, I want to thank everybody for coming here. This is to commemorate the beginning. It's always good just to step aside from our busy routine schedules and commemorate things like this. $7.2 million is a big investment. I know people that live here ride on the street many, many times a day. Being able to ride on a brand new street is something you deserve. And so this is a great opportunity, even with the heat, just to commemorate this. We want to let you know, for more information about this project and other investments in the city, you can always go to the city's website. That's at cctexas.com, and then /street info, specifically for streets. I think at this point we're going to take a picture somewhere, right? Where are we taking the picture at? right over here by the dirt, okay? So city elected officials, Jay, Carol Weaver, who again, we appreciate you all being here. And just one more side note is that as much as the city is improving the city organization with the team, it certainly is a we. We can't do everything by ourselves, and so partners like Jay, Carol Weaver are instrumental in moving the city forward. And we appreciate you two for being here, and we're looking forward to the work you're going to be doing. We need strong partners to deliver a lot of what the city does for our community. And so thank you both for being here. So that's it. That concludes our presentation for this morning. We're going to take a few photos, and then we'll be around if the media or anybody has questions for us. All right, thank you.